Welcome back to Airtime Skills Training, Coverages One-on-One Educational Series. Last week we had a blast talking about cover zero. Now we're moving on to cover one. Once again, before we jump into anything coverages, remembering our two rules: find the safeties and find leverage numbers in space, really the foundation to everything. So follow along as we jump into cover one. All right, what is cover one? What does it look like? What advantages does it give a defense? What advantages does it give us on offense? So cover one is just man-on-man coverage by the defense. They're looking to put one cornerback or one DB on each receiver, one linebacker on each running back or tight end. We have a free safety in the back, really covering anything deep. The big difference between cover one and cover zero is the free safety that we have deep. If you remember, we talked about cover zero last week. A big tail sign is that there's no free safety. Everybody is down, and they have one more guy than we can protect on the offensive line. And cover one, that one extra guy that they could bring, they keep him deep to really protect the back end. Big thing that will help you understand cover one is the eyes of the defenders. The leverage, guys like to be inside leverage a lot of times on cover one, eyes on the defender, no zone eyes in the backfield. Here we have another clip of cover one. This is cover one robber, where we have that strong safety coming down there in the middle of the field to rob that middle zone. Everyone else, cornerbacks, linebackers are locked up on their man. We have one free safety going to the middle of the field. The big issue with this is they like to show the two high safeties to make it look like they're keeping two high safeties up high, not really in man coverage. This is how they try to disguise it. You really have to keep an eye on that backside safety to see if they roll and if they bring one middle safety to the middle of the field. Once again, same coverage, different look. We have the corners matched up man-to-man, linebackers matched up with tight ends and running backs. Instead of our strong safety rolling down to the middle to play robber, they're matched up with the running back in the backfield, and we're zoning off the middle linebacker there in that hole area. So same coverage, different guy responsible for the zone. We have one free safety up top. Here's a free shot of another good example. First thing you want to notice is the body language of our cornerbacks and our secondary. You see everybody is eyes on their receiver, completely squared up, no eyes in the backfield, showing man coverage through and through. And then you have a free safety that's rolling to the middle of the field and a strong safety that's rolling down into that zone to cover this tight end there. Standard cover one here. We definitely want to recognize this, see the body language, see the role, and understand exactly where we need to go with the ball in this situation. Another good shot of cover one down here in the red zone, a really common place where you'll see cover one. This allows the defense to match up one for one with all the eligible receivers. Also allows them to bring pressure, which you'll want to do here in the red zone for two reasons. Really try to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands, and if you can, back them up with a sack with that pressure, pushing them out of field goal range, so forth on is the goal of the defense. And lastly, the defense is trying to use the back of the end zone with them being in their own red zone as the 12th defender. So cover one is a really good defense here. You see everybody matched up. Really the only difference that they're doing here in this clip is they're using that free safety to help over the top with this X receiver down here at the bottom. A lot of times that X receiver is the best receiver, best one-on-one matchup. Just want to deter that quarterback from taking that easy one-on-one shot to the left. Everyone else is matched up, potentially dropping out in the inside. Really good defense in the red zone. This here is a good clip to see how defenses react in cover one when there's some type of motion. Using motion is a really good method that offenses can use to really determine if a defense is actually in cover one or if they're just showing some type of zone or some alternate coverage. If we do bring a guy in motion in their true cover one, you're going to see a guy trail, follow his receiver across, or you'll see the defense completely communicate in regards to who's picking that guy up when he comes across. Here in a second, we'll show this live clip, but this is man coverage, everyone manned up. What they do is they end up running this cover one robber with this strong safety coming down to the middle of the field to cover that zone, and that free safety covering everything deep. We have this clip with the motion. We talked about earlier, motion is a big tool for an offense to be able to use to see if the defense is in cover one. You see they show the two high safety look, but with the motion, we see that they're bringing a cornerback all the way across. So that tells us immediately that this is not a zone coverage. This is a man coverage, regardless of what they're showing from a safety standpoint. And it's the actual corner coming all the way across the matchup here. And so we know it's one-on-one man. Quarterback can look to try to throw his man routes. Once again, we have that free safety coming down to play robber right there in the middle. Defense wins here, gets pressure on the quarterback before we can find our open guy. Really vital to know where your man routes are. Once again, here in the red zone, we got a bunch set, fullback, tight end set. Everybody's much more condensed. Defense is in the cover one here. Everybody's eyes are locked on the defender, chasing. What you'll know is that a good way to beat cover one are these drag concepts, really try to pick guys off where they can't follow, make good balls, and we can still make positive plays here in cover one here in the red zone. Here's a good clip to show you the two high safety look initially with the free safety roller to the middle, strong side safety coming down to be an extra defender in the box. We got man coverage, eyes, and body language by all defenders. Really puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback to make tight throws. Receivers have to get open. If they don't get open in time, things like this happen. Here the defense shows the strong safety coming down a little earlier, really matched up body language, strong cover one across the board. Once again, receivers have to win. They have to win now. Defense has the ability to bring pressure because they're matched up. Looks like we make a bad throw. Here's the action shot of us down in the red zone. 3 receivers to the right, matched up man for man. We run a corner route, win fast, can run to the spot. Quarterback can beat the pressure, get the ball to the spot. Really good play there down in the red zone against man.